Discover how pro gamers earn big money. Professional gamers, often referred to as pro gamers, have turned their passion for video games into a lucrative career. Competing in massive esports tournaments, they showcase their skills in popular games like League of Legends, Dota 2, and Fortnite. With prize pools that can soar into the millions, the stakes are high, drawing in millions of viewers eager to watch the action unfold. To stay at the top of their game, these athletes train rigorously, often clocking in over 12 hours a day, honing their strategy, teamwork, and reflexes. Their income doesn't just come from winnings. Sponsorships, streaming revenues, and brand endorsements also provide significant financial support. In an industry where talent and dedication meet big rewards, pro gamers are at the forefront of a thrilling, fast-paced competition that captivates audiences worldwide and reshapes the way we view sports. Why is Mongolia a leader in environmental awareness? In Mongolia, you'll find a remarkable commitment to keeping the beautiful steppe clean, a true no-trash paradise. This dedication to the environment is deeply rooted in the culture and traditions of the Mongolian people. Upon moving their nomadic homes, known as gurs, families have a unique practice. They don't just leave their rubbish behind. Instead, they pack it up and take it back to the nearest city for responsible disposal. This not only helps maintain the stunning natural landscape, but also fosters a sense of community responsibility and respect for nature. Many Mongolians view these vast open spaces as part of their identity, which drives their effort to protect it. Additionally, with the growing impact of climate change, this ethos of environmental consciousness is becoming even more important. Through education and community initiatives, Mongolians continue to inspire others around the globe to adopt similar practices. Their commitment serves as a reminder that caring for our planet starts with small actions in our daily lives. Prepare to be amazed by the vaccine origins. In 1796, Edward Jenner made a groundbreaking discovery that transformed medicine forever. He created the first successful vaccine to combat smallpox, a disease that had caused immense suffering and death for centuries. Jenner observed that milkmaids who contracted cowpox, a milder illness that affects cows, appeared to be immune to smallpox. Intrigued by this correlation, he took material from a cowpox sore and injected it into a young boy named James Phipps. To his astonishment, when James was later exposed to smallpox, he showed no signs of illness. This pivotal experiment marked the inception of vaccination, leading to our modern immunology. Jenner's innovative work laid the groundwork for the eventual eradication of smallpox in 1980, a monumental achievement in public health. Without his curiosity and courage, many lives could have been lost to this fatal disease. It's incredible to realize that a simple observation combined with a daring experiment gave us a vital medical breakthrough, saving millions and paving the way for future vaccines. How can one man's curiosity reshape the course of healthcare? Discover how birds enjoy chili peppers without burning. Birds are truly fascinating creatures, especially when it comes to their relationship with chili peppers. The secret lies in capsaicin, the very compound that gives chili peppers their spicy heat. Unlike mammals, birds have a special biology that allows them to eat these fiery seeds without feeling the burn. This unique trait makes chili-laced bird seed a clever way to fend off pesky squirrels and other mammals who can't handle the heat. So when you sprinkle these spicy seeds in your backyard, the birds happily feast away, relishing the flavors while the mammals steer clear, their sensitive taste buds rejecting the fiery treat. This natural separation benefits both the birds, who get a nutritious snack, and the gardeners, who keep unwanted scavengers at bay. Isn't it amazing how nature works in such clever ways? Meet the remarkable Jeanne Calment, the oldest recorded person. Jeanne Calment was a French woman who lived an astonishing 122 years, setting the record for the longest human lifespan ever documented. Born on February 21, 1875 in Arles, France, she witnessed an incredible span of history, from the invention of the telephone to the moon landing. Calment's long life was filled with unique experiences, including meeting Vincent van Gogh when she was just a teenager. Her cheerful personality and active lifestyle contributed to her longevity. She enjoyed cycling until she was 100 and took up fencing in her 80s. Jeanne famously said, "If you can't do anything about it, don't worry about it." This positive outlook, combined with her love of chocolate and a glass of port wine daily, might have played a role in her extraordinary lifespan. The mystery behind her longevity fascinates scientists and researchers, leading to ongoing studies about aging and health. What secrets did Jeanne carry with her during her long life? Believe it or not, Arabic is a tough language to learn. Arabic is often cited as the most challenging language for native English speakers, and there are several compelling reasons for this. First, its grammar resembles a complex puzzle with rules and structures that diverge significantly from those found in English. Unlike English, Arabic employs a root-based system where words are created from three-letter roots, leading to a web of meanings that can fascinate and confuse learners alike. The pronunciation adds another layer of difficulty. Arabic includes unique sounds that can be alien to the English ear, such as deep throat sounds that leave even seasoned linguists grappling for the right articulation. Additionally, the language is rich in dialects. From Moroccan to Egyptian, each region speaks its variant of Arabic, complete with local slang and expressions. This means that understanding modern standard Arabic, the formal version, might not help you navigate the lively conversations in a Tunisian market or relate to a friendly chat in Jordan. Learning Arabic feels like an exhilarating adventure, as it pushes your linguistic boundaries and immerses you in a rich cultural tapestry. What if birds love spicy chili peppers? It turns out that certain bird species can munch on these fiery fruits without feeling the heat. This fascinating fact stems from their unique biology. Birds, unlike humans, lack specific taste buds that would react to capsaicin, the compound in chili peppers that causes that fiery sensation. Instead, this allows them to enjoy the flavor without any discomfort. This ability plays an important role in their diet and ecology. For example, birds like hummingbirds and many other species can consume chili peppers and help in the seed dispersal, allowing new plants to grow. This relationship between birds and peppers not only benefits the birds, but also contributes to the survival of the pepper plants. So next time you see a bird pecking at a chili pepper, remember that they are living the spicy life while we humans might be reaching for a glass of water. Believe it or not, lakes can explode. Limnic eruptions present one of nature's most dramatic hazards, transforming tranquil bodies of water into lethal explosions of gas. This phenomenon occurs when carbon dioxide accumulates in the deeper layers of a lake, trapped under immense pressure. As the gas builds up, the potential for a violent release grows, leading to catastrophic results. A poignant example of this was witnessed in 1986 at Lake Neos in Cameroon. There, a sudden limnic eruption released a massive cloud of carbon dioxide, which swept through surrounding villages, tragically taking around 1,800 lives. This event sent shockwaves around the globe and served as a sobering reminder of the latent threats posed by such lakes. In response, scientists have been diligently researching ways to prevent similar disasters. One effective strategy is degassing, which involves carefully releasing the trapped gases to alleviate pressure buildup. By enhancing our understanding of limnic eruptions and implementing preventive measures, we can better protect communities living near these seemingly peaceful lakes from devastating occurrences. Ever wonder how smart Neanderthals really were? Recent discoveries reveal that these ancient humans were more intelligent than we once believed. Neanderthals crafted complex spears, showcasing their ability to create advanced tools for hunting. What's more, evidence suggests they may have hunted in teams, similar to how modern elite military units operate. This team-based strategy indicates that Neanderthals possess strategic thinking skills far beyond simple survival. They likely communicated and coordinated their efforts, which would have required a level of social organization and intelligence we once thought only belonged to Homo sapiens. So, next time you think about our prehistoric relatives, remember that Neanderthals weren't just primitive creatures. They were capable, intelligent beings who adapted to their environment in ingenious ways. This might surprise you. Languages without yes or no. In Latin and Irish, the concepts of affirmation and negation don't rely on the simple words we often use in English. Instead of saying a direct yes or no, speakers use the context of a conversation to convey their agreement or disagreement. For instance, In an Irish conversation, one might simply repeat the verb of the question to indicate a positive response, like saying is in reply to someone asking if they are coming. This way of communicating highlights the richness and complexity of human language, showing that even simple concepts like agreement can be expressed in various creative ways. It also helps to deepen our understanding of how different cultures value context in speech. Isn't it fascinating how languages can differ so much in such fundamental aspects? Did you know that Christmas hats have royal roots? These festive headpieces, often called paper crowns, are a beloved tradition in Britain, adding a splash of color and fun to Christmas dinner. Inside Christmas crackers, those delightful pop-open gifts that reveal surprises, these hats are typically found, ready to be worn as families gather around the table. The origin of these whimsical crowns traces back to the Victorian era, when Christmas crackers were first introduced. The playful custom not only encourages laughter while reading the jokes printed on the hats, but also serves a deeper meaning. They symbolize the crowns worn by the three wise men from the Nativity story. So don your paper crown and raise a toast to tradition during your festive feast. Why not share a joke while you're at it? You might be shocked to learn that Will Smith declined Neo. In the late 90s, Will Smith, a superstar celebrated for his charm and charisma, faced a major career decision that would change the course of film history. He was offered the role of Neo in the groundbreaking sci-fi blockbuster The Matrix, a film renowned for its stunning visuals and revolutionary storytelling. Despite the film's legendary status and immense popularity, Smith turned down the role, choosing instead to star in Wild Wild West. Many fans and critics see this as a missed opportunity for cinematic greatness, especially considering the legacy of The Matrix. However, Smith stands by his decision, believing he wouldn't have suited the role of Neo, which demanded a depth and style he didn't feel aligned with at that moment in his career. Instead, he embraced the quirky, Western action genre, injecting his unique flair into the character of Jim West. This twist in his journey reminds us that creating our own path can sometimes be more fulfilling than chasing after the roles others deem prestigious, even if that path leads us away from a revolutionary film. This might surprise you. Romans drank poison wine with confidence. In ancient Rome, people believed that mixing wine with honey and various herbs created a powerful antidote to poison. This mixture, famously known as Mithridatium, gained immense popularity across all social classes, from humble peasants to mighty emperors. The fascinating myth grew around King Mithridates VI, who allegedly consumed this potion daily to protect himself from assassins. According to legend, when an assassin attempted to poison him, he survived, which only cemented his status and increased the drink's fame among Romans. As tales of Mithridatium spread, so did the comforting belief that they could enjoy their wine without fear of hidden dangers. Picture a lively banquet in ancient Rome, where clinking glasses filled with this seemingly magical potion accompanied talks of politics and philosophy. People relished the night, feeling safe and invincible thanks to simple ingredients like honey and herbs. Isn't it intriguing how such practices shape their perceptions of health and safety, creating a sense of security in a world full of uncertainties? Hard to believe, but eye black has a purpose. This unconventional accessory on NFL players isn't just for show, it serves a crucial role in enhancing performance. The black lines, known as eye black, are strategically applied beneath players' eyes to combat glare from bright sunlight and glaring stadium lights. When athletes are in the thick of a game, clear visibility is essential, and that's where eye black shines. The dark pigment absorbs sunlight and minimizes reflections, allowing players to better track the ball and quickly spot opponents charging toward them. Interestingly, this practice owes its origins to earlier sports, particularly baseball, where players first used it to improve focus. Today, eye black has evolved into a symbol of team spirit and personal expression, with players often choosing unique designs or styles to showcase their individuality. So the next time you catch a glimpse of a football player sporting those stark lines on their face, remember that they're doing more than just looking fierce. They're employing a time-tested strategy to maintain their edge on the field. Discover how high blood pressure impacts your kidneys. High blood pressure, often termed hypertension, is more than just a number. It can have significant effects on your body. When blood pressure rises, your heart reacts by releasing special hormones known as natriuretic peptides. These peptides play a crucial role, signaling your kidneys to get rid of extra sodium. Why is that important? Sodium attracts water, and when there's less sodium in your bloodstream, the volume of blood decreases, which helps lower blood pressure. So essentially, your heart and kidneys work together in a fascinating way to maintain your health. If your blood pressure stays high for a long time, however, this system can become overwhelmed. That's why monitoring blood pressure is so vital. Keeping it within a healthy range can help ensure your heart and kidneys keep functioning smoothly. You might be shocked to learn that Mansa Musa was incredibly wealthy. Mansa Musa, the emperor of the Mali Empire in West Africa during the 14th century, is often regarded as the richest person in history. His wealth was so vast that it not only elevated the status of his empire, but also caused economic disruption in the regions he traveled through. When he made a famous pilgrimage to Mecca, Musa generously distributed gold along the way, which devalued the local economies temporarily. If we were to adjust his wealth for today's standards, experts suggest it would dwarf the fortunes of today's billionaires. Musa's riches came from the abundant natural resources in Mali, particularly gold and salt. His reign helped put Mali on the map, showcasing the cultural and economic richness of West Africa during a time when European nations were not as powerful. Isn't it fascinating how his legacy still resonates today? Have you ever wondered why ever seen lightning create glass formations? Lightning is not just a fearsome spectacle. It has the power to transform our planet in remarkable ways. When thunderstorms brew in the sky, they unleash bolts that reach astonishing temperatures of up to 30,000 degrees Fahrenheit, making them 5 times hotter than the sun's surface. This intense heat can ignite anything combustible, but its true artistry reveals itself when it strikes sandy terrain. The fierce energy from a lightning bolt causes grains of sand to melt and fuse together, creating a striking structure known as fulgurite. These natural glass tubes can vary in size and shape, often resembling intricate sculptures that capture a fleeting moment of cosmic energy. Fulgurites serve not only as beautiful reminders of a lightning strike, but also as fascinating subjects for scientists eager to explore the mysteries of our atmosphere and geology. Next time you find yourself under a stormy sky, remember that loud thunder isn't just noise. It could herald the creation of something beautiful beneath your feet. This might surprise you. Rabbit jumping is a sport. Originating in the 1970s, this quirky activity has blossomed into a thrilling international competition. Participants train their rabbits to leap over obstacles, showcasing their agility and endurance. The rules are surprisingly strict, ensuring fair play and safety for all furry competitors. A standout moment in this sport's history is the astonishing world record for the highest rabbit jump, which currently stands at a remarkable 42 inches or 106 centimeters. This achievement demonstrates the incredible potential of these cute animals when dedicated owners put in the time to train them. Rabbit jumping events often draw large crowds, with spectators cheering for their favorite teams. The combination of skill, teamwork, and the sheer joy of watching rabbits soar makes it a unique experience for everyone involved. Who would have thought that rabbits could be such talented athletes? Can you imagine a haunted house mystery solved? In 1921, a British family living in Victoria was convinced that their home was haunted by the eerie sounds of a crying woman echoing through the night. This chilling scenario sent shivers down their spines, and they desperately sought help to uncover the truth behind the mystery. To their surprise, investigators found that the source of the spooky sounds wasn't a ghost, but rather a gramophone playing music that was traveling through the walls of their home. The once terrifying cries that haunted their sleep were nothing more than a mechanical device out of sight, illuminating how easily our imaginations can run wild. This tale reminds us that sometimes the real mystery is not what lies in the shadows, but what we assume lurks there. It raises questions about how stories of the supernatural can stem from everyday explanations and challenges us to look beyond the surface when faced with the unknown. So the next time you hear a strange noise, could it be a ghost or just an old machine? Why exactly does serendipity create great discoveries? In 1928, something incredible happened in a messy lab. Alexander Fleming, a Scottish bacteriologist, returned from a 2-week vacation to find a remarkable accident had unfolded. Several petri dishes containing Staphylococcus bacteria had been contaminated by mold, and around the mold the bacteria had vanished. This unexpected observation intrigued Fleming, prompting him to investigate further. He discovered that the mold was releasing a powerful substance that effectively killed the bacteria, which he later named penicillin. This groundbreaking find transformed the medical landscape, leading to the development of the first true antibiotic. Before penicillin, bacterial infections often proved fatal, claiming countless lives and posing a significant threat to public health. With penicillin at their disposal, doctors could treat infections that were once deadly, profoundly changing medical practices. This incredible story highlights how a simple mistake in a laboratory can lead to monumental breakthroughs in healthcare, demonstrating the remarkable ways chance and curiosity can reshape our understanding of the world. Here's something incredible about the Amazon rainforest. The answer is a resounding yes, and it's a concerning fact for all of us. Over the past 50 years, deforestation driven by agriculture and illegal logging has wiped out more than 17% of this vital ecosystem. The Amazon is often called the lungs of the earth because it helps produce oxygen and absorbs carbon dioxide, playing a crucial role in combating climate change. Without this rainforest, countless species that call it home face extinction and indigenous communities reliant on its resources for survival will be severely impacted. The repercussions of losing the Amazons stretch far beyond its borders. As a global community, we all depend on the planet's atmosphere, which is directly influenced by this lush forest. Imagine living in a world where rich biodiversity shrinks and climate instability escalates. It's an alarming reality we face. Fortunately, as awareness of these issues rises, exciting initiatives aimed at protecting and restoring this irreplaceable ecosystem are gaining momentum. Safeguarding the Amazon isn't just about saving trees, it's about ensuring a sustainable future for our planet and the generations that will follow. Believe it or not, headbanging burns calories. You might think that the only way to torch calories is through a solid workout regimen, but surprising studies reveal that banging your head against a wall for just 1 hour can burn about 150 calories. While this isn't a workout routine we recommend, after all, it's not exactly safe, it's fascinating to consider how different activities affect our body. Essentially, any movement can contribute to calorie burning, but this extreme example shines a light on how our bodies respond to stress and exertion. The act of headbanging calls on muscles in your neck and upper body, leading to energy expenditure, albeit in an unusual way. So while it's safer to stick to jogging or cycling to hit your fitness goals, it's hard not to raise an eyebrow at this bizarre fact. Next time you hear a catchy song, think twice before you headbang. 150 calories may not be worth the headache. Here's a wild fact about the Pentagon's construction. The Pentagon, one of the most recognizable buildings in the world, kicked off its construction in 1941 and was impressively completed in just 16 months. Imagine building such a massive structure that serves as the heart of the U.S. Department of Defense at a cost of nearly $50 million. Its unique 5-sided shape covers about 6.5 million square feet, making it the largest office building on the planet. Designed by architect George Bergstrom, the building was engineered to accommodate thousands of military personnel, with extensive use of steel and reinforced concrete. The speedy construction was partly due to the urgent need for a centralized command during World War II. Today, the Pentagon stands not just as a military headquarters, but also as a symbol of American resilience and strategic strength. Can you believe how quickly it was built? Guess what really drives Muay Thai's unique power and grace? Muay Thai, known as the Art of 8 Limbs, is a striking martial art that originates from Thailand and captivates everyone who sees it. This dynamic sport utilizes 8 points of contact, fists, elbows, knees, and shins, that allow practitioners to execute both powerful strikes and fluid movements. It's like a beautiful, intense dance where every move matters. What truly sets Muay Thai apart is its emphasis not just on physical prowess, but also on mental discipline and respect. Fighters train rigorously, often embracing a philosophy that deepens their connection between body and mind. As they improve their skills, they also foster resilience and self-confidence, pushing through challenges both in the ring and in life. Beyond being a competitive sport, many people turn to Muay Thai for fitness and self-defense, finding empowerment in each punch and kick. So whether you're watching a match from the sidelines or contemplating joining a class, remember that Muay Thai is more than just a fight. It's a transformative journey that shapes both body and spirit. Did you know carrots are completely fat-free? Carrots are not only crunchy and delicious, but they also pack a nutritional punch without any fat. This vibrant vegetable is often celebrated for its high content of beta-carotene, which our bodies convert into vitamin A, essential for good vision and a healthy immune system. While enjoying a fresh carrot, you might appreciate its juicy sweetness and satisfying crunch, perfect for snacking or adding color to a salad. Whether you prefer them raw, roasted, or blended in a smoothie, carrots make a great low-calorie option that can fit into any diet. Plus, their lack of fat means you can indulge in them worry-free. If you're looking for a healthy way to satisfy your cravings, carrots are an excellent choice, offering not just flavor, but also a plethora of vitamins and minerals. So why not grab a handful next time you need a snack? Discover the amazing secrets of Halden Prison. This unique facility in Norway, which opened in 2010, has gained worldwide attention for its groundbreaking approach to incarceration. Unlike traditional prisons that often focus on punishment, Halden Prison prioritizes rehabilitation and respect for its inmates. The design of the prison resembles a community rather than a prison, complete with bright colors, furniture resembling homes, and even opportunities for inmates to cook their own meals. Inmates have access to various activities, such as music studios and sports facilities, helping them develop skills and reduce recidivism after release. The prison fosters a sense of personal responsibility by providing inmates with a degree of freedom, encouraging them to learn from their mistakes. This innovative environment raises important questions about how society can address crime and support those who have gone astray. Can a focus on rehabilitation lead to a safer community? Prepare to be amazed by Burger King's Moldy Whopper. In 2020, Burger King took an unexpected turn in their advertising by showcasing a Whopper covered in mold. This bold move aimed to demonstrate that their burgers contain no preservatives and are made with fresh ingredients. By letting viewers see the natural aging process of food, Burger King challenged the perception that fast food is always artificial and unhealthy. Surprisingly, this unconventional campaign resonated with many consumers, leading to a whopping 14% increase in sales. Instead of shying away from the idea of mold, the company embraced it to prove their commitment to real food. This daring strategy helped Burger King stand out in a crowded fast food market, proving that sometimes thinking outside the box really pays off. Believe it or not, cortisol can stress you out more. This hormone, often dubbed the stress hormone, helps your body respond to stress by increasing glucose availability for energy and shutting down functions that aren't crucial at the moment, like digestion. Imagine you're facing a big exam or a thrilling race. Cortisol kicks in to help you tackle those situations. However, when the body experiences prolonged stress, the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal, HPA, axis becomes overactive. This chronic activation can spell trouble, leading to a range of health problems such as anxiety, depression, and even a weakened immune system. When your body is constantly ready for action, you may find it harder to bounce back from everyday challenges. So while cortisol is essential for managing short-term stress, staying in high gear can harm your health in the long run. How can we balance stress for better health? You might be shocked to learn that lobsters evolved. In the 1700s, lobsters were so plentiful that they were considered food for the poor, often served to prisoners in harsh conditions. Families living near coastlines could catch lobsters easily, making them a cheap and accessible meal. However, perceptions started to change dramatically over the centuries. As people began to appreciate their unique flavor and texture, lobsters transformed from an everyday meal to a coveted delicacy. Now, when you think of lobster, think of those fancy dinners, where prices can reach sky-high levels. Ironically, the very shellfish that once fed the less fortunate is now celebrated in upscale restaurants across the world. This remarkable shift in the status of lobsters highlights how societal values can change over time, turning something once seen as a burden into a symbol of luxury and fine dining. Can you believe this man never ages? Denis Vashorin, a 37-year-old from Russia, astonishes everyone with his youthful appearance, looking like a teenager. This intriguing phenomenon is due to a rare genetic disorder that has effectively halted his aging process. While many people wish for the fountain of youth, Denis's life is a unique blend of normalcy and surprise. He goes about his everyday activities, enjoying life just like anyone else. But his appearance often leaves people guessing his true age. Friends, family, and even strangers are frequently taken aback by his looks, prompting curious questions and conversations. While Denis embraces his extraordinary condition, he also faces the challenges that come with it, including the stereotypes and assumptions people make based on looks. His story reminds us of the wonders of genetics and how our bodies can surprise us in ways we never expect. Is it really true that Manaus floats during floods? The vibrant city of Manaus in Brazil faces an incredible challenge every rainy season when the mighty Amazon River swells, causing widespread flooding. Residents have turned this annual event into a unique way of life. Instead of being deterred, they adapt by using canoes and houseboats to glide through their neighborhoods, transforming what could be a crisis into an opportunity for community bonding. Picture this. Streets that are normally bustling with traffic become serene waterways, with children playing and neighbors chatting as they paddle by. Local shops often have special boat access, making it convenient for people to shop even when roads are submerged. This resourceful spirit exemplifies how human ingenuity thrives in harmony with nature. The floods not only reshape the landscape, but also the daily routines of those living there. So when the rainy season arrives, Manaus becomes a floating marvel, where navigating the city's waterways is just another part of the local culture. Isn't it fascinating how life adapts so creatively to the environment? Hard to believe, but Norway loves slow TV. The first major reality show in Norway was an unusual one. It featured a mesmerizing 7-hour broadcast of the Bergen Line train journey. This captivating show drew in about 20% of the country's population, showcasing stunning landscapes and the simple beauty of train travel. Unlike typical American reality shows filled with drama and competition, Norway's approach embraces tranquility and patience. The success of this unique format gave rise to the concept of slow TV, which focuses on the genuine and unhurried experience rather than fast-paced entertainment. Viewers found joy in watching the serene scenery pass by, sparking a national fascination with slower, more reflective content. The popularity of slow TV showcases a different cultural appreciation for media, inviting everyone to take a breath and simply enjoy the moment. Isn't it fascinating how diverse reality TV can be? Discover Australia's staggering sheep population today. After China, Australia stands out with around 100 million sheep, making it a sheep-raising powerhouse. These woolly creatures have a major impact on the country's economy, especially because Australia is one of the top producers of wool globally. The vast stretches of land, perfect for grazing, provide an ideal environment for these sheep to thrive. Interestingly, Australian sheep farming also emphasizes sustainability, with farmers employing careful management practices to balance animal health and environmental responsibility. Besides wool, sheep are also valued for their meat, contributing to the delicious lamb dishes enjoyed worldwide. This impressive sheep population not only supports local communities, but also plays a vital role in Australia's agricultural identity. Can you imagine such a huge flock roaming the outback? Did you know that 320,000 years is a prison sentence? In a bizarre twist of justice, Gabriel Grandos received the longest prison sentence ever recorded, an astonishing 320,000 years. This extreme punishment was handed down for a crime that seems almost trivial by comparison, failing to deliver over 70,000 letters. Imagine being sentenced for the entire span of human history. This unparalleled punishment not only surpasses any reasonable human lifespan, It also highlights how the legal system can sometimes take things to an outrageous extreme. While most sentences are meant to fit the crime, this one raises eyebrows and invites questions about fairness and proportionality in punishment. Where do we draw the line when it comes to accountability? It also makes us wonder about the purpose of such lengthy sentences. Are they meant to deter others, or do they simply reflect a system that can occasionally lose sight of reason? Why exactly does reading about evil change our views? Studies reveal that immersing ourselves in stories about battle against dark forces can actually lessen our support for real-world practices that are considered morally wrong. For instance, when people engage with narratives featuring heroes thwarting villains, they are often led to reevaluate their own beliefs about morality. This powerful influence of literature suggests that storytelling isn't just entertainment. It actively shapes how we perceive right and wrong in our everyday lives. By exploring complex characters and their struggles, readers gain insights into ethical dilemmas, fostering a deeper understanding of morality. This phenomenon highlights the potential of literature as a tool for moral development, prompting readers to think critically about their own values and choices. Could the stories we choose to consume be steering us toward a more ethical society? Hard to believe, but Marrakesh's souk is a treasure trove. This vibrant market, known as one of the largest in the Arab world, is a feast for the senses that you won't want to miss. Imagine wandering through winding alleys filled with endless rows of colorful stalls, each bursting with unique items that tell the story of Moroccan culture. From intricately woven rugs and shimmering spices to stunning pottery and beautiful jewelry, there's something for everyone here. The air is thick with the rich sense of spices and traditional Moroccan dishes, making your mouth water as you explore. Street performers and local artisans add a lively soundtrack to your adventure, capturing the essence of Marrakesh in every corner. As you meander through this bustling bazaar, you might even stumble upon a hidden courtyard where you can sip mint tea and soak in the atmosphere. Whether you're bargaining for a handmade souvenir or simply taking in the sights and sounds, the souk is a remarkable experience that immerses you in the heart of Moroccan life. So are you ready to get lost among its wonders? Unlock your potential with self-defense skills. Basic self-defense techniques are not just about fighting. They can truly empower you to escape dangerous situations. Imagine walking alone at night and feeling nervous. Learning how to use your body effectively can boost your confidence and help you react quickly if you ever find yourself in a threatening scenario. Techniques like striking, blocking, or even simple escape maneuvers can make a big difference. Training in self-defense also promotes awareness of your surroundings, allowing you to spot potential dangers before they escalate. Plus, practicing these skills can be a great way to stay fit while building mental resilience. Whether it's joining a local class or watching instructional videos, taking that first step might just help you feel safer and more in control of your life. So why not consider giving self-defense a try? Did you know Shakespeare and Cervantes died on the same day? It's an astonishing coincidence that has intrigued literature lovers for centuries. On April 23, 1616, two of the greatest writers in history, Miguel de Cervantes and William Shakespeare, both passed away. Cervantes, the Spanish novelist best known for Don Quixote, is often hailed as the father of the modern novel. Meanwhile, Shakespeare, the English playwright and poet, revolutionized storytelling with his plays and sonnets. Interestingly, while both men left an indelible mark on the literary world, they never actually met or even communicated, as they lived in different countries and cultures. Their simultaneous deaths on the same date, which coincidentally falls on St. George's Day, the patron saint of England, adds an air of mystery to their legacies. This remarkable alignment makes us wonder about the intertwined fates of these iconic figures. How cool is that? Guess what really drives space exploration? Laika the dog. Laika, a brave little stray from Moscow, etched her name in history in 1957 by becoming the first animal to orbit Earth aboard Sputnik 2. Selected for her calm demeanor and adaptability, Laika faced the monumental challenge of space travel with remarkable courage. Launched on November 3, 1957, Sputnik 2 was equipped with essential life support systems, aiming to gather vital data about how living beings respond to the harsh environment of outer space. Unfortunately, due to the technology of the era, a safe return wasn't feasible, and Laika lived only a few hours after launch because of overheating. Though her time in space was short, Laika's mission opened the door for human space exploration, paving the way for significant advancements in our understanding of biological responses in space. Her story is not merely one of scientific achievement, but also of sacrifice, shining a light on the ethical considerations of early space missions. Laika remains a symbol of humanity's desire to venture into the unknown, and a reminder of the brave souls that paved the way for future explorations. Ever thought about why volcanoes erupt? Deep beneath our feet lies a dynamic region known as the Earth's mantle, where intense heat fuels a fascinating process that ultimately leads to volcanic eruptions. In this hot zone, temperatures soar high enough to cause rocks to partially melt, resulting in the formation of magma. This molten rock, combined with gases and water vapor, begins to rise toward the Earth's surface, gathering in a pressure-filled pocket referred to as a magma chamber. Over time, this buildup of pressure becomes too great for the Earth's crust to contain. When the pressure finally breaks free, the magma violently explodes upwards, resulting in an eruption. This dramatic event can project ash and lava into the atmosphere, dramatically reshaping the surrounding land. The scale and intensity of these eruptions can vary remarkably, from ash clouds that reach astonishing heights to slow-moving lava flows that alter landscapes. By understanding this process, scientists not only enhance their ability to predict eruptions, but also uncover the incredible forces of nature simmering just below our feet. So the next time you hear about a volcanic eruption, remember the incredible story that begins deep in the mantle. Did you know American POWs were near Hiroshima? For many years, it was a well-kept secret that some American prisoners of war were held in the vicinity of Hiroshima when the atomic bomb was dropped in 1945. This shocking fact highlights an often overlooked chapter of World War II history. After Japan's surrender, reports emerged that American soldiers were captured and imprisoned near this major historical site. The severity of their situation was compounded by the fact that they experienced the devastating effects of the atomic explosion. These POWs endured not only the horrors of war, but also the unimaginable aftermath of a nuclear bomb, making their story both heartbreaking and crucial to understanding the war's impact. Why have these men and their experiences remained largely in the shadows of history? Did you know John Adams was the first White House president? This momentous occasion took place in 1800 when Adams became the first leader to reside in the newly constructed building in Washington, D.C. Before this, the U.S. government was operating in Philadelphia. The move to the White House symbolized a new chapter for the nation and showcased American ambition and growth. Interestingly, Adams wasn't alone in this historical moment. His vice president was none other than Thomas Jefferson. Jefferson, who would later become the third president, played a crucial role during this period, helping to shape early American policy. The transition from Philadelphia to the White House also marked a shift in how the people viewed the presidency. By establishing a permanent residence in D.C., Adams and Jefferson set the stage for future leaders to call this grand building home. This evolution signified the unity of the new nation and its commitment to governance. Can you imagine the excitement during that time? Is it really true that women needed husbands for credit cards? Until 1974, banks in the United States had a remarkable and unfair policy. They often refused to issue credit cards to women unless they were married and had a husband co-signing the application. This policy came from outdated beliefs that single and divorced women were too risky to lend credit to. Imagine being a woman trying to manage your finances independently, yet facing hurdles simply because of your marital status. Married women had a better chance of gaining credit, reinforcing gender stereotypes and limiting financial independence. It wasn't until legislation like the Equal Credit Opportunity Act was passed in 1974 that these discriminatory practices finally began to change. This act aimed to protect consumers from unfair credit practices based on gender, and it allowed women to apply for credit cards on their own, creating a more equitable financial landscape. Believe it or not, crystal gem corn is mesmerizing. This unique variety hails from Mexico and is unlike any corn you've seen before. Its kernels are transparent and reflect light beautifully, making it look almost like glass. The shimmering colors that dance across its surface are not just for show, they have deep roots in history. Crystal gem corn comes from traditional agricultural practices passed down through generations by indigenous farmers who cultivated it for its beauty and its nutritional value. Beyond its striking appearance, this corn is a symbol of resilience and innovation, reflecting the rich cultural heritage of its origins. Today, more and more gardeners are discovering crystal gem corn and growing it in their own backyards, not only for their stunning visual appeal, but also as a way to connect with the past. Are you ready to try growing this eye-catching corn variety yourself? Turns out, the truth is that Keanu Reeves has Lebanese roots. It might surprise you to learn that this beloved actor was born in Beirut, Lebanon, in 1964. Keanu's early life was marked by significant changes. He and his mother, an English woman, relocated to Canada when he was just a young child. Despite his rise to fame in Hollywood, Keanu remains remarkably grounded and relatable. Known for his kindness and humility, he stands out in an industry often overshadowed by glitz and glamour. His remarkable performances in iconic films like The Matrix and John Wick not only display his outstanding acting abilities, but also his unwavering dedication to the craft, earning him admiration from fans worldwide. Beyond his cinematic accolades, Keanu has cultivated a reputation for being approachable and genuine. Heartwarming stories of him helping strangers or willingly giving up his seat on the subway contribute to his charm. Keanu's extraordinary journey from the vibrant streets of Beirut to becoming a globally recognized cinematic icon is a striking example of perseverance, reminding us all that humility can shine brightly, even when in the spotlight. From janitor to principal, how Gabe Saunier inspired change. In 1985, Gabe Saunier was just a janitor at a school in Louisiana, but he had a vision for something greater. Every day, he watched the teachers and the principal interact with students, filling him with inspiration and hope. That same principle encouraged him to pursue his passion for education leadership. With determination and hard work, Gabe went back to school, eventually earning the credentials needed to become a principal himself. His journey shows how one person's belief in another can spark transformative change. Now, as a principal, he not only leads with empathy, but also motivates others to follow their dreams, proving that no matter where you start, you can aim high. Gabe's story reminds us all that fostering education can change lives and create positive ripples within the community. Did you know that jaguars once roamed Texas? These magnificent big cats used to thrive in lush forests as far north as the southern United States, including Texas, before their habitats began to shrink. Unfortunately, as human populations grew, cities expanded, and landscapes changed dramatically. Jaguar populations dwindled. Today, jaguars are primarily found in the rainforests of Central and South America, making them elusive and rare in the wild. Habitat destruction, poaching, and conflicts with livestock have all contributed to their decline. Conservation efforts are crucial to protect the remaining jaguar populations and their environments. By creating wildlife corridors and establishing protected areas, we can help ensure that these beautiful creatures can roam freely again. Can you imagine the sight of a jaguar prowling through the dense jungles of North America? Believe it or not, Baku is below sea level. This vibrant capital of Azerbaijan holds the impressive title of being the largest city in the world that sits below sea level, at an amazing depth of 92 feet. Located on the western coast of the Caspian Sea, Baku's unique landscape creates a blend of architectural beauty and geological wonder. The city is famous for its stunning skyline, which features a mix of modern skyscrapers and ancient fortresses, showcasing its rich history and cultural significance. The low altitude means that visitors can enjoy a mild, often sunny climate, perfect for exploring the many parks and scenic waterfronts. Baku is also known for its bustling energy, with a vibrant nightlife and a thriving culinary scene that celebrates both local dishes and international flavors. Imagine strolling along the seaside promenade, where the sea sparkles below you, making the experience even more surreal. What other surprises does this extraordinary city hold for adventurous travelers? Ever seen the world's highest outdoor elevator? Towering at an astonishing height of 1,069 feet, this remarkable structure is nestled in the breathtaking Changyai National Park in China. Opened in 2002, the elevator system features 3 double-deck elevators, each capable of holding 46 passengers at a time. As you ascend, prepare to be mesmerized by the stunning views that unfold before you, including over 3,000 shimmering quartz formations that dot the park's landscape. These natural wonders create a dazzling spectacle, especially when sunlight glimmers off their surfaces. Not only does this elevator serve as a thrilling ride for adventure seekers, but it also provides a fantastic way to experience the beauty of the surrounding area without the labor of a strenuous hike. Imagine gliding through the air and catching glimpses of the lush greenery and dramatic cliffs below. The experience combines modern engineering with nature's artistry, making it a must-visit for both tourists and locals. So, when are you planning your trip to this breathtaking spot? Hard to believe, but tarantulas are friendly giants. These fascinating spiders can be quite intimidating with their large size and hairy bodies. However, tarantulas are not the fierce predators many think they are. In fact, despite having powerful fangs and impressive defenses, they are generally very calm creatures. Tarantulas prefer to avoid confrontation with humans and will usually only bite if they feel threatened. When a bite does occur, it may cause localized pain similar to a bee sting, but serious reactions are exceedingly rare. Most people will find that these spiders, when handled correctly, can even be gentle companions. They primarily eat insects, using their silk to create homes and capture prey. So, next time you see a tarantula, remember that it's more interested in keeping its distance than causing harm. Could this change how you view these amazing arachnids? Let's uncover the truth about Father's Day. In the early 1900s, Sonora Smart Dodd took a bold step to celebrate fathers and their contributions to families with the establishment of the very first Father's Day. Living in Spokane, Washington, Dodd was inspired by the love and hard work of her own father, who raised her and her siblings after their mother passed away. She thought fathers deserved recognition, just like mothers did on Mother's Day. After much effort, the first official Father's Day was celebrated on June 19, 1910, marking a new tradition that spread across the country. Dodd's vision highlighted the importance of father figures in our lives and initiated a time for families to express love and gratitude to these often overlooked heroes. Today, Father's Day is celebrated in many countries worldwide, serving as a reminder of the vital roles that fathers and father figures play in our lives. Isn't it amazing how a single idea can grow into a cherished global celebration? Can you hear me now as you pass away? Recent studies reveal a fascinating insight into the dying process. The final area of the brain to lose function is linked to hearing. This means that even as a person approaches death, they may still be aware of their surroundings and hear conversations happening around them, despite being unable to respond or show recognition. This often leads to families being unaware that their loved ones can perceive what is being said, which is both comforting and eerie. Healthcare professionals encourage family members to speak gently and share memories with those who are near the end of life. Knowing that someone might be able to hear you, even in their last moments, opens a window to profound emotional connections. It also raises important questions about how we communicate and express love in those delicate moments. Isn't it amazing how our senses can persist even in such challenging times? Hard to believe, but bleeding heart flowers can attract hummingbirds. These stunning plants are famous for their charming pink heart-shaped blooms, which seem to drip with droplets, creating a whimsical look in gardens. Thriving in shady and cooler spots, they can adapt to a range of soil types, making them a favorite for gardeners. Beyond their beauty, bleeding hearts play an essential role in supporting local wildlife, especially bees and hummingbirds, adding important biodiversity to your garden. Interestingly, the plant contains natural toxins that keep hungry herbivores at bay, helping it flourish without being nibbled away. Their unique shape and coloration have earned them a place in various cultures as symbols of love and compassion. So if you're looking to spruce up your garden, consider planting these delightful flowers, which not only brighten your space, but also invite some lively visitors. Can ancient cloth reveal secrets of history? An ancient piece of cloth, known as the Shroud of Turin, has intrigued scientists and historians for generations. This mysterious relic is believed by some to be the burial cloth of Jesus Christ, but its origins and significance spark endless debate. Scientists have conducted extensive studies, including carbon dating and textile analysis, to uncover the truth behind its creation. Despite these efforts, the shroud's true age, how the image on it was formed, and the cultural context remains shrouded in mystery. This cloth not only captivates the imagination with its potential connection to religious history, but also raises questions about how artifacts can influence beliefs and culture. As researchers continue to examine the shroud, will we ever uncover the secrets that lie within its fibers? What makes the Rungrado May Day Stadium so impressive? This architectural marvel in Pyongyang, North Korea, holds the title of the world's largest stadium by official capacity, accommodating more than 114,000 spectators. Opened in 1989, the Rungrado May Day Stadium stands out not just for its size, but also for its unique design, resembling a magnolia blossom. This stadium is a hub for various significant events, including the Grand Mass Games, an incredible display of synchronized performances featuring thousands of participants. The sheer scale allows for breathtaking spectacles that can deeply engage the audience. Imagine being one of the lucky fans attending a football match or a national celebration, surrounded by a wave of color and energy. However, the stadium also symbolizes North Korea's distinct cultural identity. While many might wonder about the experiences that await those who step inside, it's equally fascinating to consider how such enormous structures impact their local communities and serve specific cultural purposes. Would you ever want to experience a live event in a place like this? Let's uncover the truth about Gaia BH1, the closest known black hole to Earth, located about 1,600 light-years away. This stellar mass black hole fascinated scientists because it gives us a glimpse into the life cycle of stars. Gaia BH1 formed when a massive star reached the end of its life and collapsed under its own gravity. This dramatic process creates a dense object with a gravitational pull so strong that not even light can escape it. Imagine how strange and mysterious it must be to exist near such a powerful entity. Scientists discovered Gaia BH1 using data from the European Space Agency's Gaia mission, which maps the positions and movements of stars in our galaxy. With this black hole being relatively close in cosmic terms, studying it helps researchers understand more about black holes in general and their role in the universe. What secrets does Gaia BH1 hold for us? Prepare to be amazed by tree man syndrome. This rare condition, scientifically linked to HPV, causes the body to develop massive, wart-like growths that can resemble tree bark. These protrusions can appear all over the body, particularly on the hands and feet, leading to both physical and emotional challenges. Imagine struggling with everyday tasks because your skin has developed such unusual formations. The condition arises from a failure in the immune system, which normally keeps the virus in check. Without this defense, HPV takes control, and the growths can multiply significantly. Those living with tree man syndrome often face social stigma and isolation, making awareness and understanding essential. There have been inspiring stories of individuals overcoming these challenges through treatment options and support, showing resilience and hope. Want to know more about how this condition affects lives? Prepare to be amazed by the power of your voice. A simple voice recording can unveil fascinating insights into a person's identity, health, emotions, and even their daily habits. Modern analysis techniques dig deep into speech patterns, revealing clues about where someone is from, how they feel, and sometimes even their state of mind. Scientists use advanced technology to study things like pitch, tone, and pacing, which all carry hidden meanings. For example, a shaky voice might signal nervousness, while a steady tone often conveys confidence. Additionally, researchers can identify unique vocal markers linked to specific backgrounds, helping them understand linguistic diversity. As we continue to unlock the secrets embedded in our speech, imagine the possibilities. Could your voice reveal more than you ever thought? How much do you really know about what your voice says about you? Prepare to be surprised by Neil deGrasse Tyson's career choice. It's hard to imagine a world where Neil deGrasse Tyson, the renowned astrophysicist, might have danced instead of delving into the cosmos. While navigating the challenges of financing his higher education, Tyson seriously contemplated a rather unexpected route: stripping. This unique consideration highlights the financial struggles many face in pursuit of academic dreams. However, Tyson made a pivotal decision, ultimately choosing to focus on his love for math lessons and the sciences. With his sharp intellect and passion for the universe, he pursued his studies diligently, leading him to become a prominent figure in science communication. Tyson's journey reminds us that even the brightest minds can face daunting choices, and how they navigate these paths shapes their futures. Who would have thought that one of the most influential scientists today almost took a detour into the world of entertainment to get by? Here's what actually happens when you visit Greenland. Greenland is the world's largest island, stretching over 2,166,086 square kilometers. Yet it is home to just about 56,000 people, making it incredibly spacious. Imagine vast landscapes filled with stunning icy tundras, expansive glaciers, and beautiful fjords, all with very few people around. The low population density means that it feels like nature is the main attraction. Most residents live in small coastal towns where vibrant culture meets breathtaking scenery. People here rely on fishing, hunting, and tourism for their livelihoods. The stunning northern lights dance across the sky during winter, while summer brings an explosion of wildlife and blooming flowers. It's an outdoor lover's paradise, perfect for activities like hiking, dog sledding, and kayaking. Can you imagine experiencing such pristine beauty with so few crowds around? Most people don't know this, but ingenuity can arise from tragedy. Rob, a filmmaker from Canada, experienced a life-changing accident as a child when he lost his right eye. Instead of letting this setback define him, Rob decided to turn his personal challenge into a remarkable innovation. He channeled his creativity and technical skills to design a wireless microcamera that fits directly into a prosthesis. This clever invention allows him to capture images from a perspective that most of us will never experience, offering a unique viewpoint on the world around him. Although Rob has not regained his sight, his invention enables him to explore and document life in ways others can't. By using his own experiences, Rob is not only overcoming his adversity, but also inspiring others to look at challenges differently. His story reminds us that even in our darkest moments, we can find a spark of creativity that leads to groundbreaking solutions. What other innovations could arise from personal struggles? Guess what really drives Washington, D.C.'s design? George Washington's influence can be seen throughout the city, even though he never lived there. When the nation was deciding on a capital, Washington envisioned a place that would reflect democracy and unity. He worked closely with architects like Pierre L'Enfant, who transformed Washington's ideas into a grand layout filled with wide avenues and impressive parks. The plan included iconic structures like the White House and the Capitol, designed to symbolize the strength and opportunity of the new nation. As you stroll through the streets today, you can feel Washington's legacy in the balance and beauty of the city's layout. His vision became a blueprint for what a capital should embody: freedom, hope, and a space for the people. Isn't it fascinating how one person's dreams shaped an entire city? This might surprise you. Medieval books were like armor. During the Middle Ages, books weren't just for reading. They were crafted to withstand the elements and even physical confrontations. The covers of these valuable texts were typically made from sturdy wooden boards, wrapped in durable leather to protect the pages within. What's fascinating is that many of these books were reinforced with iron clasps, making them tough enough to be wielded in disputes over their contents. Imagine a heated argument about a manuscript escalating into a physical clash where the book itself became a weapon. This wasn't just an artistic choice. It was a practical necessity at a time when knowledge was power and books were considered treasures. Their weight and robust construction served to both safeguard the written word and reflect the high-value society placed on education and literature. Isn't it intriguing how something we now see as precious was once a tool of conflict? Can you believe the largest beaver dam exists here? This remarkable beaver dam, located in Alberta, Canada, is astonishing. Stretching over 2,690 feet long, it not only marks a significant engineering feat by these clever rodents, but also showcases the incredible impact beavers have on their environment. The dam creates ponds that provide crucial habitats for various wildlife, contribute to water filtration, and help in flood control. Beavers, known for their impressive tree-chomping skills, build these structures to protect themselves from predators and create a safe living space. The dam was discovered in 2007 from aerial surveys and has since drawn the attention of researchers, ecologists, and even tourists eager to witness nature's prowess. Studying this giant structure helps scientists understand how beaver behavior influences ecosystems. So next time you think about beavers, remember how their hard work shapes the environment in such a grand way. What else do you think these fascinating animals can teach us? What really happened with ancient Druids' wicker men? This shocking practice involved the construction of massive wicker figures, hollowed out and filled with living people, who were then set on fire as sacrifices to the gods. The Druids, priests of ancient Celtic cultures, believed that these sacrifices could appease their deities and bring about good fortune or peace to their communities. While this grisly ritual sounds like something straight out of a horror movie, it reflects the extreme lengths to which ancient societies went to maintain their beliefs and traditions. Evidence of these rituals primarily comes from historical accounts by outsiders, which adds to the intrigue and mystery surrounding them. Scholars debate the accuracy of these accounts, as some suggest they might have been exaggerated or misunderstood. Nevertheless, the image of these giant wicker men towering over burning sacrifices creates a vivid picture of the past, reminding us of the complex relationship ancient people had with nature, spirituality, and the unknown. So how do these stories shape our understanding of ancient cultures today? Can you imagine sleeping in the Swiss Alps sky? The Nullstern Hotel offers a one-of-a-kind luxury experience that allows you to enjoy nature like never before. This extraordinary hotel showcases a room that boasts no walls or ceiling, inviting the majestic outdoors right into your personal space. Guests find themselves nestled in a cozy double bed, with just 2 lamps to illuminate the surroundings. The minimalist design enhances your connection to the environment, making stargazing part of your nightly routine. As you drift off to sleep under the twinkling stars and the soft whispers of the mountain breeze, you'll feel a tranquility that is hard to find elsewhere. Imagine waking up to the breathtaking beauty of the Swiss Alps, surrounded only by nature's wonders. This unique stay isn't just about luxury, it's about embracing the natural world in an unforgettable way. So are you ready to check in and experience this incredible adventure among the stars? Did you know Johnny Depp was a rock star first? Before captivating audiences on screen, the talented Johnny Depp strummed his guitar in a rock band called The Kids during the vibrant 1980s. This was before his acting career took off, showcasing the musician's flair for performing. The band played local shows, tapping into the lively music scene of the time. Depp's passion for music was undeniable. However, he eventually transitioned to acting, landing his first role in the classic horror film A Nightmare on Elm Street. This iconic movie introduced him as Glenn Lance, a character that faced off against the terrifying Freddy Krueger. It's fascinating to think how a rock musician became a household name in Hollywood. Depp's journey shows the diverse paths artists can take toward success. Who knows where his love for music might lead him next? You might be shocked to learn that skin spray exists. Scientists in Texas have created a revolutionary spray made from real skin cells. This innovative approach to healing promises to speed up the regeneration of wounds without the need for traditional bandages. Instead of covering a wound with a simple adhesive or gauze, patients can now use this spray directly on their injuries. The unique formulation allows skin cells to thrive, encouraging quicker healing and potentially reducing the risk of infection. Imagine spritzing on a layer of healing skin right where you need it. This method not only makes the healing process faster, but also seems more comfortable than bulky bandages. Researchers believe that this technology could change the game for treating serious skin injuries and surgical wounds. How exciting is that? With more studies underway, who knows what the future holds for skincare and healing? Madonna's influence reshaped pop music forever. Her journey to global fame began with her 1984 album Like a Virgin, which featured the daring title track that captured the world's attention. This album didn't just showcase catchy melodies, it sparked conversations about sexuality and empowerment, pushing the boundaries of what was acceptable in mainstream music. Madonna's provocative performances, often blending theater and music, attracted both fans and critics alike, solidifying her place as a pop culture icon. But what truly sets her apart is her relentless reinvention. From the bold early days of the 80s to the stylish and edgy persona she embodies today, Madonna constantly evolves her sound and image, inspiring countless artists along the way. She broke the mold of traditional female pop stars, showing that an artist could be bold and unapologetic. With hits that span decades, Madonna proves that creativity knows no age limit. What will she do next in her incredible career? Believe it or not, anorexia was seen as holy. During the Middle Ages, many religious women believed that starving themselves brought them closer to God. This extreme fasting was viewed not only as a form of devotion, but also as a way to achieve spiritual purity. These women thought that by denying their physical needs, they could attain a higher spiritual status, reflecting their deep faith and commitment. This belief was partly influenced by the era's views on body and soul, where suffering was often seen as a path to holiness. Some women even became venerated figures, celebrated for their extreme piety, which made this practice seem more acceptable. Unfortunately, this misguided devotion led many to suffer serious health problems as they pushed their bodies to dangerous limits in the name of belief. How did this perception evolve over time, and what does it tell us about the connection between faith and physical health? This might surprise you. Live ducks in fashion? In Minnesota, a quirky law states that you cannot cross state lines with a live duck perched on your head, yet there's no prohibition against carrying a dead duck. This strange regulation has given rise to a rather unusual trend in taxidermy hats. Local creatives have embraced this oddity, crafting unique headpieces that showcase stuffed ducks, which are legal to wear. Imagine walking into a cafe and spotting someone donning a plush duck hat. It's definitely an eye-catcher. Historically, rules like this reflect the playful nature of certain local laws, often remaining on the books long after their practical relevance has faded. While the law may have started as a safety measure or an agricultural regulation, today it adds a splash of humor to Minnesota's fashion scene. Who would have thought that a simple duck could inspire such a bizarre yet fascinating expression of individuality? Is it really true that loss hurts more than gain? Recent psychological research reveals an intriguing truth. People often feel more motivated to avoid losses than to seek out gains. This fascinating behavior is known as loss aversion. In fact, the emotional pain of losing something can be about twice as intense as the joy of gaining something of equal value. Imagine you lose $100. The discomfort from that loss can overshadow the happiness you'd feel from winning $100 in a lottery. This powerful instinct stems from our evolutionary history, where our ancestors had to be wary of dangers, such as losing food or safety. As a result, avoiding potential losses becomes a priority for many individuals. This mindset can be seen in various aspects of life, from financial decisions to personal relationships. People may hold on to unproductive jobs or relationships just to avoid the fear of change or loss. Understanding this phenomenon can help us make better decisions and recognize our biases, ultimately leading to healthier choices in our everyday lives. Did you know about television's first rerun? Long before binge-watching became a weekend ritual, The Lone Ranger set a remarkable precedent by being the first television show to enter reruns. This iconic Western, which premiered in 1949, became immensely popular, captivating audiences with the thrilling adventures of the masked hero and his trusty sidekick, Tonto. By re-airing episodes, television networks discovered a brilliant way to keep viewers engaged and watch their favorite stories unfold again. This innovative move not only kept the show's legacy alive, but also laid the groundwork for the binge-watching culture we know today, allowing fans to relive epic moments at their own pace. Imagine how different TV would be if those reruns never happened. Would we enjoy the same marathon viewings of our beloved series? Why exactly does the dragon blood tree look so unique? This striking tree, native to the Socotra archipelago off Yemen's coast, boasts a bare trunk and a crown of spiky leaves, giving it an otherworldly appearance. Its unusual form is not just for show, it's a clever adaptation to the island's dry climate. The dragon blood tree has evolved to survive harsh conditions by minimizing water loss while maximizing sunlight exposure. This quirky plant belongs to the dicotyledon family, which includes most trees, yet its distinct shape and vivid red sap, resembling blood, set it apart. This sap was historically prized for its medicinal properties and even as a dye, underscoring the tree's cultural significance. Now, as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the dragon blood tree stands as a symbol of biodiversity in Socotra, reminding us of the wonders of evolution and how unique plants adapt to their environments. Turns out, the truth is that Puai genome leads the way. The Puai genome, based in Belgium, has become a fascinating focal point in genetic research and innovation. This individual stands out as the most recognized example of genome utilization worldwide, showcasing how genetic information can be harnessed for various purposes. With advancements in technology, scientists are increasingly exploring the potential of using Puai's genome to unlock secrets about health, behavior, and even disease resistance. By studying this genome, researchers hope to pave the way for breakthroughs in personalized medicine and tailored treatments. The interest in Puai genome also raises questions about the ethics of genome usage and its implications for society. As we continue to unearth the mysteries hidden in our DNA, what other incredible discoveries await us? Awareness and understanding of genetic information, such as that from the Puai genome, could truly revolutionize our approach to medicine and health in the years to come. Did you know light can make you sneeze? Around 1/3 of people experience a curious phenomenon known as the photic sneeze reflex. This reaction happens when someone steps into bright sunlight, prompting a sneeze. The reason behind this quirky response is believed to involve the trigeminal nerve, which helps process sensations in the face and also controls sneezing. When intense light hits our eyes, the nerve gets stimulated and can sometimes trigger a sneeze, even if no irritants are present. Sneezing in the sun is more common than you might think, but it affects individuals differently. Some might sneeze once, while others could find themselves in a sneezing fit. It's a fascinating example of how our bodies react to environmental changes. So if you find yourself sneezing unexpectedly when you step outside, now you know why. Isn't it amazing how our bodies can surprise us? Can a war really last just 37 minutes? It may sound unbelievable, but the shortest war in American history took place in 1898 and lasted only 37 minutes. This astonishing conflict occurred when a U.S. naval vessel arrived off the coast of Nicaragua to settle a territorial dispute. Instead of engaging in a lengthy battle, the opposing forces surrendered almost immediately, showcasing the power of intimidation in international relations. The show of military strength was enough to resolve the situation without bloodshed, prompting historians to analyze its implications. This brief encounter reminds us that not all conflicts need to escalate into prolonged battles. Sometimes a show of force is sufficient to bring about a peaceful resolution. Such moments in history highlight how diplomacy, backed by the prospect of military action, can lead to quick and effective outcomes. Could this change how we view conflicts today? Have you ever wondered how strong an owl can be? The great horned owl boasts impressive talons, capable of exerting a force of about 300 pounds per square inch. That's roughly as powerful as the strongest human bite. This incredible strength is a key factor in the owl's hunting success. With such force, the great horned owl can tightly grasp its prey, whether that's a small mammal or a bird, ensuring it doesn't escape. Imagine a creature that can crush its catch instantly, preparing it for a meal in no time. These owls hunt predominantly during the night, using their keen eyesight and exceptional hearing to locate unsuspecting victims. Once they spot their target, the incredible grip and sharp talons work in tandem to secure a swift capture. The great horned owl truly exemplifies nature's design, showcasing how evolutionary adaptations can lead to remarkable hunting abilities. Isn't that fascinating? Here's a wild fact about sign language in Iceland. On July 4, 2011, Iceland made history by officially recognizing sign language as the second national language. This important decision marked a significant step forward for the deaf community, as it acknowledged the unique culture and identity associated with sign language. Before this recognition, Icelandic Sign Language was often overlooked and not fully integrated into daily activities or education. By elevating it to national status, Iceland ensured that deaf individuals would have better access to services, education, and public life. This move also encouraged the development of training programs for teachers and interpreters, helping to bridge communication gaps. More countries are now looking to Iceland as an example of how to support and celebrate deaf culture. Isn't it inspiring to see nations take such steps toward inclusivity? Have you ever wondered why Donald Duck never wears pants? This question has intrigued fans for decades and even sparked quite a controversy. Donald Duck, created by Carl Barks, has been a beloved character since his debut. However, his trademark lack of trousers led to spirited debates about what is appropriate for children's content. Some parents and critics worry that a character without pants might send the wrong message to kids about clothing and propriety. Despite these concerns, Donald's adventures in comics and cartoons were allowed to continue. Interestingly, the idea that Donald Duck was banned due to his lack of pants became a myth that travels the world, entertaining people to this day. It adds a layer of charm to his character, reminding us that sometimes a little absurdity is what makes a story memorable. So next time you see Donald waddling around in his sailor outfit, you can appreciate the ongoing discussions he inspires. Prepare to be amazed by Japan's meat grading system. Did you know that Japan has one of the strictest beef grading systems in the world? Their beef marbling standard is a key factor, ranging from 1 to 12, with the highest scores indicating superior quality. For comparison, USDA Prime, which is the best beef grade in the United States, usually scores around 4. But Japanese Wagyu beef, famous for its rich flavor and tenderness, often boasts scores between 6 and 9. Even more impressive is Kobe beef, a luxurious type of Wagyu, which typically ranks above 10, living up to its reputation as one of the finest meats available. These grading rules ensure that consumers get what they pay for, and they also reflect the dedicated breeding and farming practices that Japanese producers use. Isn't it fascinating how a simple number can indicate such quality? Guess what really drives flight cancellations today? A recent incident involving a Brussels Airlines flight to Vienna reveals just how bizarre air travel can get. The flight was abruptly aborted when the pilot was unexpectedly attacked by a passenger's cab. Yes, you read that right. As the plane was preparing for takeoff, a cap was thrown into the cockpit, startling the pilot and prompting immediate action. This unusual event led to quick changes in plans, showcasing the unpredictable nature of flying. In a world where safety is the utmost priority, even something as harmless as a cap can cause chaos and disrupt travel. It highlights the importance of maintaining a peaceful environment on flights. So next time you think about what could go wrong during a flight, remember this peculiar tale. What other unexpected things have happened on planes? Did you know Cleopatra married her brothers for power? Cleopatra Saim, the famous Egyptian queen, made some surprising choices in her quest for control. To strengthen her position on the throne, she married both of her younger brothers, Ptolemy III and later Ptolemy XIII. This unusual practice, called sibling marriage, was not only common among the Ptolemies, but also aimed at keeping the royal bloodline pure. Cleopatra herself was of Greek descent, belonging to the Macedonian Ptolemaic dynasty that ruled Egypt after Alexander the Great's conquest. Despite her Greek roots, she embraced Egyptian culture, even learning the language and worshiping Egyptian gods. Cleopatra became a skilled diplomat and politician, using her marriages as strategic moves to secure her power amid internal strife and external threats. This fascinating blend of politics, culture, and royalty highlights how Cleopatra navigated the complexities of her time to maintain her reign. Her life remains a captivating story of ambition and legacy. Isn't it intriguing how power can shape personal relationships? Ever thought about why beauty patches held secrets? In the 18th century, women often adorned their faces with small velvet or silk patches, but these were more than just fashion statements. They were a form of secret communication. The way a woman placed her patch could reveal her relationship status or even signal flirtation with a potential suitor. For instance, a patch on the right cheek might suggest she was open to romance, while one on the left could mean she was already taken. This clever use of fashion transformed social interactions and dating rituals, making each encounter a game of visual cues and hidden meanings. Imagine going on a date and having to read someone's face for clues about their feelings. These charming traditions remind us that communication has always been complex and creative, evolving alongside society. Isn't it fascinating how style can speak volumes about personal connections? Here's a wild fact about music videos. On August 1st, 1981, MTV changed the music scene forever by airing "Video Killed the Radio Star" by the Buggles as its very first music video. This moment was groundbreaking, as it marked the start of a new era where music was not just heard but also seen. With colorful visuals and creative storytelling, videos became essential for artists looking to reach broader audiences. The impact was huge. Suddenly, musicians could express their art visually and engage fans in ways that radio alone could not. This transformation helped pave the way for countless iconic videos and artists over the decades. Now, we can't imagine music without visuals, from the stunning choreography of pop stars to the artistic flair of indie bands. So the next time you watch a music video, remember its epic journey began with a single song and a brand new TV channel. Have you ever seen a robotic bike tower? This exciting invention is a space-saving solution for urban environments struggling with bike storage. Developed with advanced technology, the robotic mini tower intelligently stores bicycles using an automated system. Imagine a sleek, modern structure that not only secures your bike, but also lowers it automatically when you need it. This ingenious design is perfect for cities where every inch of space counts. As more people choose cycling as their mode of transport, innovative solutions like this tower become increasingly essential. By reducing clutter and making bike retrieval simple and efficient, this mini tower could transform the way we think about bike storage in city life. How cool would it be to have this in your neighborhood? With cities aiming for greener transportation options, inventions like the robotic bike tower are not just practical, they're also paving the way for a more sustainable future. Can you imagine glass flowing like a liquid? This fascinating property comes from the fact that glass is actually an amorphous solid. Unlike most solids that have a neatly arranged crystalline structure, glass lacks this organization, which gives it some liquid-like qualities. Over time, especially in older glass windows, this can lead to a curiosity. Glass tends to be thicker at the bottom than at the top. You might think that's due to a poor manufacturing process, but it's simply a result of gravity working on the material over many years. As the glass slowly flows, it settles and transforms its shape, allowing for these interesting variations in thickness. This unique behavior challenges our understanding of solids and liquids, reminding us that nature often holds surprises that defy our expectations. So next time you admire a classic window, remember, you're looking at a remarkable material that's more dynamic than it seems. This might surprise you. Big Ben is not the tower. Many people think that Big Ben is the name of the famous clock tower in London. However, that's not quite right. Big Ben actually refers to the enormous bell housed inside the tower, which is more formally known as the Elizabeth Tower. The iconic tower stands tall above the River Thames and is a key landmark of the city, drawing millions of visitors each year. The bell itself weighs about 13.5 tons and chimes every hour, creating a beautiful sound that resonates throughout Westminster. Completed in 1859, the Elizabeth Tower was named after Queen Elizabeth's spur, while the bell was initially named after Sir Benjamin Hall, who oversaw its installation. So next time you hear about Big Ben, remember it's the bell that rings, while the majestic tower remains a symbol of London's history and grandeur. What if I told you about the HP 9100's surprising origins? The iconic HP 9100 calculator isn't just a technological marvel, it also has a unique backstory linked to Bill Hewlett's wooden desk. When the design team created this groundbreaking device, they faced an unexpected challenge. It didn't fit into the space reserved for the tie printer return in Hewlett's desk. Instead of compromising on the design, a clever carpenter was enlisted to secretly enlarge the compartment to accommodate the calculator. This behind-the-scenes adjustment was crucial in ensuring that the HP 9100 met Hewlett's specifications. What might seem like a minor detail reminds us how innovative thinking and crafty solutions drove early tech development. The HP 9100 went on to set new standards in calculators, paving the way for future advancements. Isn't it fascinating how even the smallest adjustments can lead to big breakthroughs? You won't believe this amazing ice cream from Japan. Imagine enjoying a scoop of ice cream on a hot summer day without it melting, no matter how sunny it gets. This is the magic of a unique Japanese ice cream called kakigori. Scientists discovered that kakigori uses a special technique that incorporates ingredients like sweetened condensed milk and a unique blend of air and ice to create a fluffy texture. This combination not only makes it delicious, but also allows it to withstand warmth surprisingly well. While traditional ice cream drips and runs, kakigori retains its shape and coldness much longer, making it perfect for summer festivals and outdoor events. People are often amazed when they can savor their treat while still enjoying the sun. Next time you're in Japan, why not give this unbelievable dessert a try? It might just change the way you think about ice cream. Ever thought about why humpback whales are unique? These magnificent creatures have something quite special on their heads and fins. Golf ball-sized bumps known as tubercles. Each tubercle is a hair-filled follicle that plays a fascinating role in the whale's life. Recent studies suggest that these tubercles may act as biological sensors, helping humpback whales navigate their underwater world with precision. Additionally, they likely help reduce drag while swimming, allowing these giants to glide through the water more efficiently. Imagine diving into the ocean and feeling the currents shift. Thanks to their tubercles, humpbacks can perform impressive maneuvers during their acrobatic breaches and graceful swims. This unique adaptation not only enhances their swimming skills, but also showcases the amazing ways nature equips animals for survival. Next time you see a humpback whale, remember their tubercles and how vital they are to their incredible journey. Did you know Michelin stars come from tires? It might sound surprising, but the prestigious Michelin stars awarded to elite restaurants actually originate from a tire company. Founded in 1889, Michelin is primarily known for its high-quality tires, but it also publishes a travel guide that rates restaurants and hotels. The Michelin Guide started with the goal of boosting car travel in France, with the first guide released in 1900. Over the years, it evolved to focus on culinary excellence, culminating in the iconic Michelin star ratings. Restaurants can earn 1, 2, or 3 stars, with 3 being the highest honor, signifying exceptional cuisine that's worth a special journey. The famous Michelin Man, who promotes the brand, is even more well known for the gastronomic prestige his company confers. Today, chefs around the globe aspire to earn these stars, not just for recognition, but also for the boost in business they bring. So the next time you see a restaurant sporting a star, remember that those accolades come from a tire company that seeks to celebrate the best in dining. Surprisingly, it's a fact that soccer balls changed TV history. Back in the day, when black and white televisions were the norm, soccer balls were designed with those iconic black and white patterns to make them easier to see on screen. Imagine watching a thrilling match and struggling to follow the ball because it was all one color. This clever design not only helped viewers enjoy the game more, but also became a lasting symbol of soccer itself. Today, even with advanced color televisions, many soccer balls still sport this classic look. The eye-catching contrast continues to be popular among players and fans alike, enhancing their experience on the field and television alike. So next time you watch a game, think about how that familiar design has stood the test of time and shaped the way we enjoy soccer, both on screen and off. Can you imagine that bacteria can cause paralysis? Campylobacter, a common bacterium found in undercooked chicken, is one of the leading causes of food poisoning worldwide. When people consume contaminated poultry, they often experience severe stomach cramps, diarrhea, and fever. In most cases, these symptoms resolve on their own, but Campylobacter can lead to serious health issues in some individuals. One particularly alarming complication is Guillain-Barré syndrome, a rare neurological disorder that can cause temporary paralysis. It happens when the immune system mistakenly attacks the nerves after a Campylobacter infection. While Guillain-Barré syndrome is rare, it highlights the importance of handling and cooking chicken properly. Always ensure that chicken is cooked to an internal temperature of 125 degrees Celsius, 75 degrees to kill harmful bacteria. So next time you prepare a chicken dish, remember how crucial it is to keep your food safe. Did active volcanoes really exist on the moon? Yes, they did. While dinosaurs were wandering the Earth, our moon wasn't just a quiet, dusty rock. In fact, during that time, it had molten lava bubbling from its surface, creating spectacular volcanoes. Imagine the scene. Dinosaurs stomping around, while far above, the moon showcased an entirely different world. Researchers believe that some of these volcanoes were still active about 3 billion years ago, doing things like spewing lava and forming vast plains. This volcanic activity created dark, smooth areas on the moon's surface called mare, which means seas in Latin, even though they are completely dry. Studying these ancient eruptions gives scientists clues about the moon's history and its geological processes. Who knew that while T-Rex was ruling the Earth, the moon was alive too? It's incredible to think how dynamic our celestial neighbor was back in the age of dinosaurs, shaping the moon we see today. You won't believe this about Japan's surprise attack. In 1904, Japan stunned the world by launching a surprise attack against Russia, marking the first time an Asian nation defeated a European power in modern history. This bold move centered around Port Arthur, where Japanese forces targeted the Russian fleet and infamously damaged Flotrick Airport. Though it may seem unusual, American strategists played a vital role in planning this operation, helping Japan refine its military tactics. The attack caught Russia completely off guard, leading to a swift victory for Japan. This conflict, known as the Russo-Japanese War, reshaped the balance of power in East Asia and had far-reaching consequences, influencing international relations for decades. As Japan emerged as a major player on the world stage, it raised questions about colonialism, imperialism, and the evolving dynamics between East and West. How did this remarkable shift in power change the future? You won't believe this about umbrellas in Japan. In Japanese folklore, there's a quirky legend that says if you mistreat your umbrella, it may transform into a ghost with one eye, known as a karakasa obake. This amusing tale humorously highlights the importance of taking care of everyday objects. The belief stems from a time when people relied heavily on umbrellas, not just for rain, but also for protection against sun and wind. The karakasa obake is often depicted as a lively character, hopping around on one leg and using its single eye to spy on the careless treaters. To avoid summoning this ghostly figure, it's believed you should handle umbrellas with respect, keeping them dry and in good shape. This vivid imagery reminds us all to appreciate the little things in our lives and not take them for granted. What do you think about such imaginative tales? Did you know insects can sing like crickets? Stridulation is the fascinating process many insects, especially crickets, use to create sound. By rubbing their wings or legs together, these little creatures produce a variety of sounds that can chirp, buzz, or even summon mates. Imagine a warm summer night filled with the rhythmic symphony of crickets calling to each other. The sound is not just for romance either. Stridulation serves multiple purposes, including warding off predators or establishing territory. Interestingly, different cricket species have distinct sounds, much like how birds have unique songs. This ability to communicate through vibrations and sounds plays a crucial role in their survival. So next time you hear crickets singing in the evening, remember they're not just making noise. They're engaged in a timeless conversation. Here's what actually happens when the Amazon breathes. The Amazon rainforest stands tall as one of Earth's most crucial water engines, pumping an astonishing 20 billion tons of water vapor into the atmosphere every single day. This process, known as transpiration, occurs when plants absorb water through their roots and then release it into the air through tiny openings in their leaves. This huge release of moisture doesn't just float away, it plays a major role in supporting rain systems across South America. In fact, the water vapor helps to create clouds, which then bring rain to regions that sorely need it. The health of the Amazon is vital not only for the plants and animals that call it home, but also for our own climate. As the forest continues to face threats from deforestation and climate change, we must recognize how critical it is to preserve this natural wonder. What will happen if we don't protect it? You won't believe this about the first stock market. In 1602, the Dutch East India Company established the very first stock market, changing how people trade forever. This groundbreaking idea not only opened avenues for investment, but also set the stage for modern economics. As investors jumped into the game, the chase for quick profits led to the infamous tulip mania of the 1630s. At that time, tulip bulb prices skyrocketed, with some bulbs fetching the same price as a house. Unfortunately, when the tulip bubble burst, many investors faced financial ruin, illustrating the risky nature of speculative trading. The rise and fall of tulip prices serve as a crucial lesson in the world of finance, highlighting how excitement can fuel markets but also lead to instability. So the story of this early market isn't just about profits. It's a vivid reminder of the risks and rewards that come with investing.